Hey, mamá huevo, digo glug, 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 glug. Sorry, that was an audio test. If you're a young whippersnapper like myself, you may have noticed the job market has been in a little fiasco as of recent. Now, of course, we know what's going on. It's like all these old people are being like, "Well, you young whippersnappers, we're back in my day. Back in my day, we would have had a house and a bunch of kids by now, and you're just being a lazy." You're just being a lazy bum. Pick yourself up by your bootstraps, you jit. And I'm like, bro, there are no jobs. Have you seen what is happening with like everything? And what am I do? What am I gonna do? I'm just some like 22-year-old motherfucker. I'm sitting in my room in like Massachusetts and like yeah, honestly, just like fuck all this shit. Like fuck, this is like so. Like, hear me out for a second. If you're a recent college graduate and you're in the same situation as I am, you're out here looking for a job, and you can't get anything. Let me know. Okay, go in your emails right now, and just search up the word unfortunately. If you're applying for jobs, you're going to see so many emails. You're going to see the word unfortunately so many times. Every time, it does not care. This like, you apply for so many jobs on LinkedIn. You're just going to get just cold responses every time. Just like the algorithm is nothing but iron. It doesn't see you as a person. It just chews you up and spits you out every time. Relentless. I've applied for hundreds of jobs, and I've never gotten one, not one, off of LinkedIn or Indeed or whatever corporate website you want to talk about. Oh, dear hiring candidate. Actually, you know what? No, if I'm gonna do this, I need to put on a suit, so like more like, official. Like, oh shit, I saw the Adidas logo. Whatever, just ignore that. You know what? Just ignore it. Pretend I'm a soulless corporate zombie, and I don't have an Adidas T-shirt on right now, and I'm definitely not wearing Muay Thai shorts. You will see this exact response. Dear Quindarius Gooch, thank you for your interest in company. Unfortunately, you decided to move on with another candidate. Bro, how many, like, I've seen that exact same email, copy and pasted, so many times. And I'm like, oh my God, bro, I can't wear this suit. I can't do this shit. I cannot do this shit. The worst part about looking for a job, by the way, is that you don't even want to have a job. Like, you don't even want to do this shit. And you're just made to do this shit. Like, I don't want to do this shit. I want to be like, I went to school for like cybersecurity, right? I don't want to do that shit. I want to be like underwater petting sharks and shit on my avatar shit. Fuck it. Like, this is my way, you little bitch. Yeah. Yeah. Oh man, okay, it's probably not a good idea to stand on like a swirly chair. I want to talk about why I went to school for cybersecurity and how I ended up in this egregious situation. Okay, so back in high school, I was 16. I was kind of an idiot. Yeah, the year was like 2019. I was like 16 years old. I was doing parkour. I still do parkour, real unemployed activities, I know. But, yeah, when I was 16, I started to get into hacking. I thought hacking was really cool. I was on some watchdog shit. So I really wanted to like learn computer programming, networking, like how to like break into stuff, legally, of course, like legally, of course. I just need to, let me be clear. I wasn't doing anything illegal. But yeah, like I said, the year is 2019, and then all of a sudden, boom, COVID hit. And this, like, listen, the penis of COVID came unlubed. It fucked all of us. All of us. There was no soul that was left unfucked by COVID. Yeah, like, shit was bad. And, I thought I was going to burp there. I didn't. Actually, I kind of did. You just didn't hear it. And yeah, I was like a junior in high school when COVID hit. So I was class of 2021. So 2020, all the classes went online. And then my dad was talking to me. And he was like, if you want to learn hacking, you can go into community college, do some dual enrollment. You can learn cybersecurity, like do high school and college at the same time. So that's what I did. I ended up going into cybersecurity. So I went to community college while I was still in my last year of high school. Senior year of high school was like totally online. So while I was there anyway, I was just like doing community college. With the idea that like, I could transfer these credits out to like big girl college, you know? Now, obviously, the path is different for everyone. Some people just do like an associate's degree. Some people do a bachelor's degree. Some people don't even do college at all. Like at this point, it doesn't really matter anymore. Like it's just like whatever path you want to take. But for this, my like career path, like I was envisioning, I was like, maybe I can do cybersecurity. I need a college degree. So yeah, I ended up finishing dual enrollment. I graduated high school, surprisingly, and then I ended up going into college. I went to Champlain College. It is a school. Okay, my college is like Reddit mods. It's just Reddit mods basically. But yeah, that doesn't matter. Then I graduated. I graduated, and then I graduated, and I have a degree. I have a bachelor's degree in cybersecurity. Like that. That's just like that's so fucked up. That is so fucked up. Bachelor of Science, Computer Networking, and Cybersecurity. So yeah. What the fuck am I supposed to do with this? There's only one way that you can get a job in 2026, and that is blowjobs. Okay, there's two ways you can get a job in 2026. That is one of them. The other is connections, and that's how I got my first job. That is how I got my first job working, not exactly cybersecurity, but software engineering. My dad knew a guy from high school. This dude ended up working for a bunch of tech companies. Got like a higher position in one of them, and I was able to kind of get onboarded that way. I started out just kind of talking to this guy, and eventually I was able to like weasel my way into the company. This just started out talking about like career prospects and stuff like that. Eventually, my dad's friend ended up bringing me kind of on board to the company, but not officially. I was just kind of like doing whatever work he needed done, basically like a paid internship type of deal. It was okay. I was making a little bit of money, but not nearly as much money as I thought I'd be making in cybersecurity. This went on for about 6 months, and then eventually he was just like, all right, you're cool. We're going to bring you onto the main team now. And so they did that. They brought me onto the main team. Now, keep in mind, before this, I was getting paid through Venmo, which is great because I wasn't getting taxed. But now they kept me the same salary, but then I had to do it through like taxes, like official, like big girl jobs, like W-4s and shit like that. And I'm still only making, mind you, like $30 an hour. Now I was making $24 an hour after tax. This is not like enough to survive on today. Like obviously this salary does not match the cost of living, as despite what your parents will tell you. But tell me why. I'm doing software engineering. I've literally seen people at Target make more than me, and like my friend she's a barista. She makes more money. She made more money than me. Like making coffee than me writing software that is inside an IBM supercomputer right now. Like, what the fuck is going on? Eventually, as I started working this job more, I started to feel more and more ginger every day. This shit was just sucking the soul out of my body. I was just essentially becoming a leprechaun. This is when I first began to take my first back shots from the dildo of fuck. What the fuck? This is when I first began taking my first back shots from the dildo of the corporate world. So eventually, the guy who brought me on, by the way, my dad's friend, he's such a cool guy. Like, he brought me on, he put me on this shit, like honestly, such a cool dude. I have nothing bad at all to say about him. Like, he's just a cool guy. But I got transferred to like a different manager, right? And this dude, like, he is such a suck at MC. This dude was so cringe, like just corporo, soulless levels of cringe, like oh my god, like, so he was probably like 60 something years old. He was a manager for a bunch of engineers, software engineers, but this dude didn't know tech. This is not a technical dude. This is just some like 60-year-old like business corpo guy, which sounds about right for like corporate managers. Like they're not going to be tech savvy or actually in touch with anything, of course, because like why would you do that? If you're gonna be old and out of touch, then yeah, go ahead and run a company, run for Congress, fuck it. This company was based in the East Coast, which is my time zone, but then I kept having to hop on these meetings with people in like India and South Korea and people from just all over the world. So I had some really weird time conflicts. And so I had to hop in these like Zoom calls that could have been emails, mind you, at like the most like egregious hours of the morning. And the sleep schedules that I had to make for myself, holy shit, bro. Like, oh my God. My corpo husk, kava eating, Tel Aviv raving boss was like All right. You need to start learning how to sleep less. I'm not kidding, by the way. He brought me into a meeting. He brought me into a meeting and he was like, okay, Ben, you need to learn to sleep less. And I'm like, what? And he's like, yeah, you need to sleep less. And I'm like, what the fuck? And I was like, Mama huevo, necesito dormir. Mama huevo, necesito dormir. Mama huevo, necesito dormir. I need sweet, motherfucker. But this dude didn't care. I'd hop on meetings for somebody in India at 6 a.m. Then I had to hop on meetings for dudes in Korea at 10 p.m. So there's only an 8-hour window between these two times. The FDA recommends you get like, what, 8 hours of sleep, right? You bet your sweet baby I was not getting 8 hours of sleep. Like, I would just fall asleep during meetings sometimes because I literally could not keep my eyes open. And I was like the only one on the team on the East Coast, basically. So I was the only one going through these issues. And at this point, I was still making like $24 an hour. I was making the lowest salary in the entire company. This corporate circle jerk continued for several more months. I just had a coughing fit from the dark souls of corporate America expunging from my body. This shit continued for a couple more months until eventually I got an invite for a meeting from my old boss. And it was called Sync. Now keep in mind, every Friday, my boss would take me into a meeting like this, one-on-one, and it'd be like a progress update, basically an interrogation session of like what I've been doing, how good I've been doing at work. But this one, I was like, wait a minute, it's on a Friday. It's a Thursday. Something's wrong. And so I go into the meeting, and it's like, hey, Ben, how you doing? You're fired. And I'm like, okay. And then the HR manager is in there too. And then, yeah, there's some like paperwork to fill out because you just got fired. So, yeah, that's it. And it's cold, and then I never spoke to them again. I'm kind of brazen to getting fired now. This is my third time getting fired from a job. So it doesn't really hurt my soul much anymore because I don't, like, I mean, at this point, like, I have like no hope left to really be harmed by that. And now I'm here, adrift for the last almost 2 months. I've been applying for jobs. I haven't gotten one. I have gotten no responses. Just like that, in an instant, I am back to square one. And yeah, I don't know who the fuck I am anymore. Your job is like your identity. We live in this culture where your job is like who you are. It is what you do. Who am I? Right? I have no job. I do I even like have a soul? Like I feel like a ghost. I just feel like I am eyes just seeing the world. And I just have nothing to do. I'm just literally and I just like to be honest, I just feel like totally hopeless, like forsaken. I feel abandoned by this world, and I feel like there's so many other people in my generation who feel the same way. What am I supposed to do? How am I supposed to make money? I can't start an OnlyFans because I'm not a baddie. I look like a lesbian feather duster. I can't even get a Mick job. I've applied for jobs at restaurants, and like I just been like driving around like my hometown and just like walking to places asking if they're hiring. Everybody said no. Like I can't even get a job at like just a coffee shop or like anything. Like there's nothing. That's it, just nothing. Like who even am I anymore? I've been like entirely forgotten by this realm. I just keep applying for shit and I just keep getting rejected. I've optimized my resume for AI. I know that this is the world I live in. I am just the Ouroboros eating its own ass for eternity. It doesn't matter how much work you put in, you will never see a result. I'm still stuck here in rural Massachusetts with nothing. I I don't know what's next. I don't know who I am anymore. And I don't know how I'm going to be an adult and like survive. We are forsaken. So what's next for us? The old generation has lied to us. Anybody who went to computer science was told the same thing. If you go into this field, you will get a lot of money. You will find a job. This is massively in demand. And then I come out the other side and everything is gone. There's no jobs left. Any job on LinkedIn is a ghost job just to make it look like the company's hiring, just for their own PR. And you can send an application, sure, but it's not going to get you anywhere. You're just pissing in the wind. Out of touch old people and corporate zombies on LinkedIn are going to keep telling us the same thing, and it'll never get us anywhere. I've tried to explain this to older people in my life, like how so many of us are in this situation right now. So many people in Gen Z are looking for a job right now, not just me, and so many people are having trouble finding them. Your resume could be perfect, your cover letter could be perfect, and yet you still can't get anything. But even at that, our parents won't listen. Your dad is just going to keep being like, oh, let me see your resume. Hey, have I inspected your resume? Actually, I just need to see your resume. How's that resume looking, young buck? Like, what are we doing? There's just fake jobs on LinkedIn. I've optimized Res the best I can. Everyone wants 15 years of experience. 15 years ago, I was just like some dumbass kid playing Minecraft. Now I'm a dumbass adult playing Minecraft. And like, there's just not shit. Like, there's just nothing. Oh yeah, and guess what? The older generation thinks this is our fault because we're not locking in and pulling ourselves up by our bootstraps, and they think we're lazy. Like, we're not lazy. We're just living in the world that you fucked. The job market is so egregiously cooked that I've seen people do crazy shit, like following their dreams. And you know what? Maybe I'll follow my dreams. Like, I used to make a lot of YouTube videos like this, just like talking to the camera, and I'm saying I might just start doing that again. Maybe it'll get me somewhere. I don't know. If you want to help me, feel free to press the subscribe button if you want. That'd be really cool. But like, shit, I don't know. Maybe I'll just like follow my dreams. Maybe I'll, keep making music and like doing YouTube and shit. I don't know. I'm just trying to find the silver lining here. Like they say, when you get lost in a forest, you start walking in a direction. And if it's not the right direction, you can turn around and walk a different way. So maybe that's what we got to do. You just got to keep trying to find something. Just walking until we find something. Maybe it's not the right direction and try something else. So, yeah, I don't know. I'll just keep applying for jobs. I mean, shit. Just keep doing my thing and just hope that I'll find something eventually. And, like, maybe eventually, like, make money to be able to escape the winter of Massachusetts. To everybody in Gen Z who's getting fucked in the ass by life right now, just remember, life might be fucking us, but we're freaks, so we're gonna fuck it back. Life sucks, but I swallow. I might be more statistically likely to become a K-pop idol singing and twerking my ass off on stages in LA than becoming a software engineer. So maybe I'll just do that. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Anyway, I gotta go watch 14 midgets racing a camel on YouTube.